There you go. There you go. Now I got it. Let's see. There you go. Okay.
There you
So
go.
the
Now
market
I
is
got it.
green today. Let's. And I hope you are having a great trading day. But I'm not trading. I'm not trading today, and this is the reason. I'm going to show you how I trade. This is my first streaming, so I believe that um, it would be a good idea to show you how I trade. Okay, so the first things when you're going to start trading is you need to realize what strategy you can materialize by yourself. And what I mean with this is if you have a W2 job, you still can trade. Maybe you just need to use a different system for trading. Okay, maybe you don't need to day trade, but you can trade. Okay, and the strategy that I will recommend you to follow to use is a systematic trading that help you to do your work and watch the stock markets, but not as often as a day trader will do it. Okay, actually, I believe day trading is not the best way to use um, your time, and there are many reasons for this that I will going to discuss later on on next videos. But today I'm going to show you a couple of notes here that I have. So the SP 500 just closed lower after back-to-back -4% drop on the past 2 days. That hasn't been happened since the Great Depression, nearly 100 years ago. This is a very good insight, which normally this type of volatility give you a lot of opportunities if you are a day trader or short-term trader. And if your account is not that big and not that huge, if your account is bigger, it will cost you more time to move your account. But maybe you shouldn't be worried about this one, this specific aspect of the account size, because maybe you don't have the to worry about it. Okay, but it's very important that when you have volatility in the market, you have a lot of opportunities. You have great opportunities intraday, but not necessarily that means that you will have good opportunities uh, um, on the long run. And the reason for this is because the market right now is broken, and so there are many ways to skin the cat, guys. Okay, don't criticize my way. My way is that I'm a swing trader, I'm a momenter, I'm a trend trader. Okay, I use daily and weekly mostly chart. Okay, and that way I can use my work. I'm a software engineer, so I can use my work and also trade at the same time, and I follow the market very closely on the weekly base. The good thing about this is that I don't have the opportunity cost. I don't need to trade the opportunity cost of letting my job um, and be on the market. Even though some days maybe you can just get a full-time business from this. Okay, if you have the income to do it, if you have the opportunity to do it, just do it. Okay, you have to be all in something to be successful, and you have to be very focused, and you have to be focused on one thing only at a time, so you can create the most of that one thing that you want to focus. For me, it's that the market, but now I cannot do it alone. So, but the reason for this video, for this stream, is because I want to show you how I trade. Normally, I use a couple of tools, but I mostly use Think on Stream tool. Okay, and I have split this this window in two because I use daily here. Let me show you daily chart here and weekly chart here. Okay, I follow basically basic patterns to trade, like bull flag, those patterns that you already know. If you don't know, let me know. I will make a complete video about patterns. I use those patterns that are easily to catch by the eye, because like this one, for example. let me see if I can show you here. You see, until here you can see, okay, this is just a flag. Okay, you don't know if it was a bear or bar, but since you see the volume decreasing, you might be seeing like, hey, this is going to be broken down at some point. So here you trigger a specific sell order, and you can write this all the way down, following the moving average. And now you have another moving average crossover here. Okay, you see, and now you have a like a kind of book flag. The moving average crossover start getting closer, they cross out, and you have another leg up. Okay, and this is kind of the basic patterns that you can trade on the market. But the problem with trading is not about pattern recognition. It's just trading is just a it's just a trading entries is just a part of the system you need to have in order to trade correctly. Okay, you need to understand how to put your stop losses. You need to understand when to use stop losses, when you shouldn't use stop losses. Okay, you need to understand your system, you need to understand your trading strategies, and you need to understand your systems, how you're performing with the system you're implementing. Okay, for now I have a couple of accounts. I have a long account and a trading account, and I have another account which a minimal amount that I do use with futures, but I'm not using Think or Twin now. And the goal for that account is to completely systematize it. I'm a software engineer, so I know how to build software. So that's the goal. Okay. And why I might want to systematize the future trading account? Well, it's easy. You have more liquidity, and I like to only track the stocks because I really enjoy it. I really enjoy learning about the stocks and watching this. So I want to have these three combinations on my portfolio. Okay. So let me see really quick here. I'm going to show you more data today. What is happening with the tariffs? I don't know. I don't care what is happening. Okay. Yeah, I honestly don't know what is happening with the tariff. I'm not an economist, and I don't care. I just follow price actions. Okay. Normally, when you have this specific, you see there is nothing here. There is no specific. I'm a swing trader, and there is no pattern here. Okay, I'm just sitting and waiting. Ranges, when you get this specific volatility in the market. So you see the VIX. Let me show you the VIX. You see, we were on 65, close to, in 2024 we were very close to this one. So we were all in 60. It's been like a whole year without having that much of volatility in the market. When you have this amount of volatilities, the ADR and the ATR on your stocks, the ATR values, ADR, I will show you in a different video what those values are. They get screwed. Why? They get amplified. And when you have that amplification of, you see the candles, you can also see the candles. You see the big size of the candles. Normally, if you are a swing trader, you don't want to have those entries where you have so much big candles. So you want tight candles. You want tight candles that are in the good range, that are above moving average of exponential moving average, whatever you're using, and because those will trigger very good points, very good entry points. Okay. And again, this depends of the trading entries you are using, but mostly I use but those that I'm using right now, you see this one, You see this one? Okay. Everything is broken. Everything is broken. We need to wait and just wait. And when I see something that is just setting up, I put it in my focus list and I watch it very closely. You see how much volume you have here? It's training higher for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days almost. And now it's just waiting on catching up this crossover as they set up an inside candle. This one, if they stay like this for a couple of days, would be a very, very good. And the market is positive, which is very important. Right now, the market, there is so much uncertainty that if you're going to play these flags on the market, you need to be very careful and you need to be very selective, and preferably you have to start doing it with small sizes. Okay, so you can, one of the most important rules of the trader, you start building your equity and you start incrementing your sizing as you build profitable trades. Okay, this is very important. I try to simplify my system for many years. I've been trying to simplify it and put it as simple as possible. I trade a couple of patterns only. I trade only episodic pivot. I trade bull flags. You see MSTR is very strong here, which is just very, very strong. I like the pattern on the weekly base. I like the pattern on the daily base. Sometimes I do even look at the monthly, and this one is perfect. This pattern, if this price goes above this moving average, it will be like amazing. It will be like amazing. And I have to set up a couple of here. I don't want to miss this one. Okay. So I used to have, I want to show you something. I used to have a like like 100 or more even watch list. Now I'm trying to also minimize the watch list that I use, and this is just it's been a many years to try to get this as simple as possible. One of the most important thing in the market, it's a lot of complexity. You have to remove as much complexity as you can. Okay, so you can follow the market and do your other stuff if you're not doing this for 100% of the time. Okay, so basically I use stages for those stuff that I watch, um, setting off and down training, going up. These are stocks in stage 2 that are trending, and stage 3 is just down trend. Okay, there is a book about Weinstein's about the stage analysis. I don't use all his framework, but I use kind of similar framework for my stage recognition. Okay, so I will talk to you about more of those books later. I have a couple of them. You see Celsius? Celsius just broke crossover moving average here. It crossed here and now is holding very good. The market was down all these days and he was just getting accumulated. Okay, this is another important idea to follow on the market. When you see those when you see the markets going down, like how much? 25%, 25%, And this stock, for example, you see how it's holding, trending upper on upper. This is an ugly stock though. You see the same pattern we're seeing right now on MSTR. This is not complex stuff, guys. This is not complex stuff. There is more complexity on other things. Um, and you can maybe enter here, you can write out all the name. You can make as much money here if you know how to write this specific stock, which is this one is not like the best example because you see this is not beautiful. You have a lot of um, ups and downs, which um, is not what you should see on on strong stocks. Okay, but this one is setting up really good for another leg. Let's see what happened. I have it here. Let me just confirm. I have it on my focus list. Um, let's yeah, let's let's see what metals are doing. I don't understand this one. So gold sold off yesterday. Okay, but today's holding. Today's holding a little bit. SB silver is also holding here in this range. Okay, let's see. TLT, Treasury, 10-year Treasury bonds is still holding in this area. And ETF. Okay. We have semiconductors gapping higher. Um, Let me see industrials. Okay, they're creating a range, which is good though. Who knows if it's going up or down. Finance sector. Let me see JP Morgan. Nice. Carvana is trading higher. Carvana share rise or plan for actions and reconditioning capabilities to its existing areas of financial auction side in what is called mega site integrations. The ROS. So let's see what we have here. Let me review top gainers, new highs, alignment healthcare. So I don't trade healthcare that much. Uh, healthcare companies are better for that trading. When I'm in the market more time though. So today I only have a couple of hours to spend here. So Nvidia is going higher. very higher today, which is very nice. You see, but this there is no pattern here. Everything seems to be going down still. So it can be possible to going down, to continue going down. So, and with this uncertainty market, so you just, I mean, maybe if you are a value investor, you should be considering buying here. I don't like to buy when something is falling. Okay. Hmm. Tesla is creating a very good range here. I want to be very, very close to this one when it closes the crossover. Let me put it here on the focus list. Let me see focus. So we have this one is just downtrending. I'm gonna remove it from focus. Okay, very good accumulations. Cyber software, Tesla, inside the candle. Groupon, very strong. You see Groupon, very strong in earnest bits. Let me just show you here. ERP. Groupon. This year's 100% earnings increase. Inside transactions are going up. You see performance on the quarter, on the monthly, on the half of the year is going up. This has been going up. We have been 45% over the year up. I still losing money, but they increase expected earnings for the next year by a lot. Okay, this is not profitable, but a growth company trades on the story. Okay, a growth company doesn't trade on the numbers they have. Numbers they have matter, but they trade more on the story they have, and hoping that the market that deliver. If they don't deliver, the market will be very, very, very harsh with it. You see here the peers, how they just trending higher, 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 sorry, lower, and Groupon is just going higher. Okay. um so that's it. You have good news, you have price increase, you have any revenues going up for this years and probably for the next years. It's still losing money. It's going higher for almost all the year now. It's been a very, very good performance week. So you wait there, you just wait for the good pattern to materialize, and you trigger with a stop loss. That's all. And you see here, Constellation Brands. I like this company. How it's been responding to the market. SDSC. You see how it's set it up? I don't know. It's been a lot of bad news on this one. You see, I don't like these downgrades. When you want to catch a trend, so you need to catch it for a good stock that shows almost everything positive. You want to see um, earnings going up, preferably in 3 digits, You want to see the analysts popping up the price of the stock, not decreasing it. You want to see very, I don't follow that much fundamentals, okay, but a couple of them are very important. But even though this one, something has. You see, it went down to 160. Let me show you here. Let me just see some perspective here. So on the monthly base, you will see that there is a lot of buyer on this price. There is a lot of buyers on this price. So my 2 cents is that I believe this company is not going down from this area here. Okay, that's what I'm watching it, because I see some accumulations. You see 2 month up on accumulations here, and maybe this good. You see this company has a very very good trend here, which the people, when they see the chart, they see, okay, this company a couple of years back did a very good trend, has a good rally. It might have to settle down for a bit, um, market catch up with the stock, and watch it very closely. I believe also is in the Berkshire Hathaway portfolio. Let me see, profile, order flow analysis. I don't know why I cannot see this one. I can see the stage analysis on my mobile application here in Webull. Um, okay, Celsius. So let's watch Celsius. I like this company a lot. I'm going to the gym, and I see a lot of people drinking this one. I don't drink it personally, even though I drink it for a couple of times in my training. You see one of the gray here. You see 3 digits in its per shares increase this year. It's been beaten this year by minus 56%. You have a couple of good news here, and you have a very good pattern. That's the only thing you need to follow, guys. Okay, you don't need to be in the market on a daily basis and day trading, and if you don't want. I mean, you want if you want to day trade, you can day trade, and you may be profitable day trading, but you need to have very very methodic methods to do it, and also the times. And if you don't have the time, that is just I'm just giving you a basic strategy on how to use and how to follow the market and make some money. Okay, Celsius is another that I like. This one, I don't know which one is. I'm just seeing a very good pattern here. I don't know this one what is. Let me just review now this one. Charter Communications. This is the first time that I'm seeing this company actually. I believe this is just a value investing company. While Trump started send investors speeding in the sideline, reflecting a wireless charter attractive safe, and a report where it's so you see a lot of good break here. This is what I'm seeing. 500 is in 572 right now. Okay. Um, and its per share increasing this year for the next year. What this company does, I don't know. Communication service. Oh man, I don't pay Fimbis. Stock details. What this company does? Charter Communications is a broadband connectivity company and cable operators serving more than 57 million homes and businesses. How they do that? Is this just a wire um CHTR? Let me see. They have earnings this month. You see, Walmart is selling out very, very, very good. Let me put in focus list. You see how much accumulation there is here in this area? Wow, it's amazing, Walmart. I went to Walmart the other day with my family, and this the stores has been changed. So I believe they changed the CEO a couple of years back, and has been performing insanely great. And I believe also the stores are very, 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 very different. Okay, when you go to Walmart, you can see um, things that you haven't seen before, and it's more pleasure for you and for the client to be there. I believe that, and that's what I feel the last time that I went there. And when I saw the stock market performance, um, maybe this is the reason why it's going higher. Okay. 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 Today I just tried Celsius. Let's see if that pattern works. If this pattern works, I will start adding more on top of it. But I believe this is one of the best pattern right now in the market. Let's see if it works. Should be setting for another layer. I was thinking on shorting gold today, um, but it's not in a good range yet. Okay, let's review a couple of information that I'm gathering here from Twitter. Um, Today I have seen numerous inside comments from two individual from the respect tariff. Oh, this is a very good one. Okay. Um, yeah, a lot of people talking about tariff, and people that don't know how to trade, they mostly talk a lot about things that doesn't matter, and the only thing that matter um, is just follow the price actions. Okay, follow the price action. You see right now, SPY, QQQ, SMH, which is semiconductors. Actually, let me just keep semi. I use another ETF for semiconductor, but let me use that one too. IBM small caps, Russell 2000 ETF small caps is just going down. Right now there is a lot of uncertainty in the market. That's the only thing you need to follow. Okay, price actions and the patterns, and still with your plan. Okay, I'm just gathering a couple of notes here so I can follow the market better, and you should too. As you can see, I have a market journal for a couple of years now that I'm been gathering all the information, and on a weekly base I use this information to summarize what has been happening. That's I explain my complete trading system in just a couple of minutes. Okay, create a journal, follow the market closely. Okay, decide what system you want to use, what type of trader you want to be. Okay, follow those guys on Twitter that use your same system, learn from them, read a lot of books. Okay, improve your performance and don't give up. That's the only thing you need to do here in the market. Okay, um, yeah, this is the it went more than 14% actually during. But a curious data is that the only way that the market was down 40% on just 3 days happened in 1987 crash and the Great Depression. Imagine that. Okay, imagine that. So I'm watching also what is happening with the China stock market. If you believe So we fall 14% in 3 days, and China just fall 13% in one single day. Imagine how this economy is dependent of our economy in United States. Okay, and el RSI. Oh my gosh, RSI. For the first time since COVID, the S&P 500 RSI is below 20, extremely oversold. Here's what the SP did next, and maybe this is the reason. This is the reason. Um, the market is rallying today. Okay, when you have this percent of oversold, mostly the most important stock, there is a lot of hedge fund wanted to buy at the lowest price. Okay, and if the tariff um, stay around 10% for all the countries, except with some exceptions, as Trump said, we might have a couple of rallies, and you need to be prepared for that. Okay, I was following you also the crude oil. Oh, I haven't shown you BTC. This one is strong, very strong. You see a couple of rotations here right now. It's just broken down. It's just broken down, but it's very strong. This is very strong. You see how it's just doesn't want to go down 75, 74 something. It doesn't want to go down. Okay, if it goes down this area, we'll have some problems on the Bitcoin sphere. Let me just trigger that. Man, this is so beautiful. You see how beautiful patterns you see here? This is beautiful. You see? Beautiful. Beautiful. Boom, boom, boom. Setting down. And you see how the moving average stay close, another leg higher. And who knows what is going to happen here. Maybe we chop for a couple of days or weeks or month. Who knows? Okay, but this is beautiful. That's a beautiful stock. This is a beautiful, in this case not a stock, but this is a beautiful chart. If you want to make money swing trading, you need to find this chart, guys. You need to find this stock that create this type of charts that are easy to ride. They create very easy pattern to see, to visualize, and you can enter here. This is a weekly base, so let me show you the daily base. So you see this is a BCP pattern, which is just consolidation patterns where you see a lot of accumulations. You see uh, a clear support line. Sorry, a clear line here that define the trend, and you also you will see how it's easy to ride for a couple of days. Okay, easy to ride for a couple of days. Very important here when you see this extension. I don't like to trade this one. Okay, I just like to wait to consolidate with closer to all the three moving average that I use, and wait for a great pattern. There is no good pattern here. It's just consolidating, and when that happens, usually is a top. Okay, there is a lot of selling pressure here, and this going start going lower. Right now it's just going lower as it should. Okay, but we have some resistance here around 75 area, 74 area, which might be where buyers start coming in and holding the price, and we'll see what happened. You see how little they went down when the market was just going very huge down. You see? Okay, I believe this is all for today, guys. I will be joining you tomorrow, I hope. Um, I'm not sure if I can do this on a daily basis. Depends on my work. Um, let me just watch this one very close here. I'm not sure what is happening with this one. Lixian education. I need to review this one. Um, hmm, I like this one. Whoa, this is setting very good here. Nice. Let me close the ranges here because this one is chopping here around 54 area and it's supporting very good on 39 area. Okay. Fat pipe. Another IPO. These guys love IPOs. Let's see what that one does. So for now, I believe that is everything for today. I have nothing else. Let's just review the leaders here, which most of them are just trending down, even though they're up today. Um, yeah, I saw a very good accumulation in early in the morning, but now it's getting sold. Okay, let's watch this one because this one might have a short setup here getting down. Okay, Tesla creating very good range here around 234. Let me just go here below. Duolingo, nice price action, it's holding very well. Um, Candles are very high, so there is not a good risk reward entry here, but it's bestial what it's doing. I'm gonna close, gonna watch it very close this one. Okay, Spotify, very good, very good. You see how it's holding, very good. If the market turmoil ends, we are going to see very good, very good opportunities on the future. Netflix was very strong too. Let me put it on the watch list. Oh my gosh, super micro. If he crows here, it would be very good. Let me just follow up more closely. Okay, there's nothing there. That a dog. Very bad crap. Since Sonny is just holding up very good here. He might need a couple of weeks. Costco. I have this one in my long portfolio. This has been an amazing stock. Let me show you the weekly. You see this one? Wow. Wow. Imagine you can get it on 500 and you exit around here or even here. You double your money here. Just watching on the weekly base. Amazing rise. Okay. Visa for Hood. Okay. Robin Hood. Let me watch this one. It's getting like a flag here. This one needs more time, but man, I don't know what happened with Unity. I use the Unity tool a lot, but they don't have very good numbers. I'm not sure how they're going to continue this way. They need to make something. I have to make a specific video about Unity because that was a stock that I traded a lot a couple of years back. Very good story, very good product, but business is not good there. Okay. This stock looks STR looks like it wants to go lower. Incredible. But just in case, let me stop. Pinterest very bad shape. Roblox, it's holding though. It's holding. Procter and Gamble, don't like that one. Waste management, not that bad as a stock though. Not that bad. You see? Let me just put you on. Not that bad stock. It's not a bad stock. This one. It's just slow. Very slow. Very slow. Very slow. Great short here. Oh, this one is just setting up again. Shoo. Almost forgot about GME. Very famous GME. market is not, it's just waiting. It's just waiting. Okay, so that's all for the today, guys. So see you in the next video tomorrow, and I hope you are great.